Hey everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of the Hard Count. My name is Michael Emami, and on this episode I had the chance to speak with Dowling Catholic's quarterback Jaxon Smolik. Smolik is a part of the 2023 class and currently stands at 6'2", 178 pounds. Smolik is from Iowa and is a dual-threat quarterback with a great arm and a very capable mobility. Accuracy and arm strength are some of Smolik's strongest traits, as well as an evading pressure and being able to read defenders. Smolik has a very, very high football IQ, and we talk a little bit about that and more on this episode. All right, everyone, here is Dowling Catholic's Jaxon Smolik. Hope you guys enjoy this one. So, what colleges are you looking at?
I'm looking at Texas, Longhorns, LSU, Oregon, Iowa State, and the Florida Gators.
All right, awesome. And what camps have you attended, and how do you think your career has gone so far?
I've attended USA football 2 times, Next Gen, the 7-on-7 camp twice, Rise and Fire with Greg Holcomb, and a couple prospect camps with Kansas State, Iowa, and Iowa State.
All right, awesome. And tell me a little bit about your head coach and development into the high school program at Dowling Catholic. What was it? Was it a huge step for you?
It was not very much of a huge step because I went to USA football, and that was like fast paced, kind of like high school football. I also was always with Coach McLean, my quarterback coach, working with the plays and R4 system since in 6th grade. And Coach Tom Wilson really has a college prep team and really works with always getting ready for college.
All right, awesome. So, what is USA football? Is that like a program for like elite athletes in the middle school to high school transition? Tell me a little bit about that.
USA football is like a big showcase game where so you get you go to a camp and you get like scouted and they make you on a team and you have to go to a second camp, which is the game. You play in the game, and if you make good in that team, you go to another game, and that's when a showcase and all like the recruits are there and you get recruited and stuff.
All right, awesome. Very, very cool. So tell me a little bit about your teammates. With whom on the team do you have, would you say you have the best relationship with?
I'd say I have the best relationship with my tight ends and wide receivers because I'm always working with them 24/7. I'm always helping them and telling them the routes and stuff like that. And they're always helping me on when I should throw the ball and how fast and also how slow.
All right, awesome. And so what are your goals going into next season? Tell me a little bit about your kind of aspirations in terms of where you want the program to be next year.
Well, first of all, my goal is to just stay healthy throughout the season. I also want to win another state championship, the 8th in a row for Dowling Catholic. We've run 7 in a row, and I'd also like to be like an all-state player this year.
All right, awesome. And so, tell me a little bit about your parents or guardians. How have they kind of influenced you, and do you have any role models in your life?
My parents always push me to work hard. They always get me up and doing stuff, always 24/7, no matter what day it is. And also my role model is my brother, Cameron Smolik. He's always working. He's either lifting or working. He's always just working hard. He has no days off.
Awesome, awesome. So, tell me a little about your family. Do you kind of have like an athletics background? Is there anybody in your family that has played professionally or collegiately or anything like that?
I do have a pretty athletic family. My dad played football at SDSU. He played linebacker there. My brother, he played at Dordt College. He played middle linebacker there. My mom played softball in college. In high school. And yeah.
All right, awesome. And so, what advice would you give to students who are trying to pursue an athletic career? What advice would you give them around surrounding like academics?
I'd say academics is first, and then it comes sports. If you're an elite athlete in academics, you want to be elite in the classroom, always compete in the classroom and on the field, and just work hard 24/7.
All right. So on an interview with Youth One, you said my arm strength has really made my ability to scramble and throw on the run a strength of mine. I have worked really hard on trying to always keep my eyes downfield, which has also made my throwing on the run more effective. In noticing your film, it can definitely be confirmed that you're more comfortable mobily. How did you kind of work on that and make that a part of your game and making it so effective?
Well, I've worked with coaches that always help me on the run, and I played on Team Iowa, and all the other teams are bigger than us, so I'd have to scramble a lot, and we have to do on the run throws and throw while getting tackled.
Okay, all right. And so, in the same interview, you said another strength of mine is that I always encourage my teammates both during games and at practice. How do you go about encouraging your teammates, and how does one kind of become a strong leader in the locker room?
I always build them up. I don't break them down. If they do something wrong, I don't yell at them. I tell them, "Well, come on, let's get the next one. Let's not get this to our head." And in the locker room, you don't want to become enemies with anybody in the locker room. If you're competing against somebody, you don't want to become enemies with them. You want to be friends with them so that you can always communicate with them.
All right, awesome. And so do you feel like you've had like a tremendous influence over those guys? Do you feel like the younger guys kind of look up to you in a way?
Yes, in a way, because they always see me on the football field, working and throwing, and they just want to they want to work hard and they want to be a good football player as well.
All right, awesome. And final question here for you. So going down the road where you see yourself in the next, I guess, 5, 6, 7 years, where do you kind of see yourself? Do you see yourself in the NFL? Do you see yourself having a successful collegiate career and then maybe going on to other things? Where do you kind of see yourself in terms of your football career in the next couple of years?
I see myself, if I keep working as hard as I am, I see myself playing collegiate football at a big school and then getting drafted possibly, which would be my dream, of course.
Awesome, awesome. And just real quick, what would be the preferred team that you would be drafted by? Would you say your kind of your dream team?
Probably the Minnesota Vikings. I really like them.
Awesome, awesome. Very cool, very cool. All right, everyone, thanks so much for listening. That was Jaxon Smolik from Dowling Catholic High School. I'll be sure and post his huddle and other links below, as well as his coach, in case you want to view more of his highlights. Smolik is also a multi-sport athlete. He's also a very good baseball player, and I really appreciate him taking the time to be on here to talk to me because he seems like a very, very dedicated athlete with strong leadership qualities and overall great young man. All right, everyone. Thanks again, folks, for so much for listening. My Twitter handle is @EmamiMichael if you want to go ahead and contact me or give me a follow. Also, my YouTube channel is The Hard Count with Michael Emami. It would mean a ton if you guys subscribe to it. My Facebook page is @The Hard Count with Michael Emami if you want to go ahead and check that out. I'll be having a couple other quarterbacks on here as well before I move to running backs next week. Should be a really great one as well. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. I'm Michael Emami, and this has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go D1?